Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay. We're all back.
Hello.
Our family's all back together. We're so happy. Welcome to our meeting with the mediums. Today we have Kikaru, Spiritual Journeys, Terry Suzuki, and I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about what's up for her, but let me introduce everybody else. We have Wisdom Seeker Joan, who also has her own channel. We have Spirit Whisperer, Mark, and his spirit guide, Pan. I have to bring up Pan. Yes. How about that? And we have Thayer Hutchinson, who's a work in progress and can be reached at her Gmail if you're interested in having a reading done, an artistic reading. And she's working on getting a channel up and going within the next maybe 3 months, right? Is that about right there?
When I get a bigger house.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, that's right.
I mean, every time I have to jury rig. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to wait till I have a room that I can set everything up. And,
Well, I don't blame you. Yeah, you get yourself out of that little closet with all the shirts and pants. See? Yes. Okay. It's all right. We'll take you anyway.
Okay.
I would have never guessed you're a work in progress. You seem finished.
Yeah, very good. So, all right. So I see we already have some questions up in the chat, but before we start, because I like to give people time to get in here, Terry, what you got going? You got something tomorrow, don't you, on your channel?
Yeah. So I actually am going to be reading with Sun Psychic Jean and Pure Visionary Psychic Medium, Terry Lee, tomorrow at 2 on my channel.
Excellent.
And, I think I have ironed out all my technical problems. And so, but if anybody's going to catch us tomorrow there, and if something goes wrong, check out one of their channels. We'll just switch to another channel if I fail.
That happens. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Absolutely. It happened to me on Sunday, and thank God Jean and Joan jumped in and did what they did because I had no internet, and it took me actually 12 hours to get it. So it wouldn't have been a quick fix. I know. So anyway, good. Anything else coming up for you before I move on?
I'm going to go to 2 more psychic, in-person fairs this month.
Good.
I'm going to go to Ocean Shores on August 21st. And I'm going to go to Bellevue, Washington on August 27th and 28th. So that's
wonderful. That's wonderful. Those of you who aren't from the Washington area, it's about probably a 3-hour drive, I would say, for Terry to go down to Ocean Shores, but that's the ocean, it's not the sound. It's we have a peninsula, but this is the ocean, and it's so beautiful. That's awesome. And not far from Oregon as well.
Right.
The beaches.
Yeah, my oldest daughter has a house there, so I can stay with her.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. Well, I hope you have some good weather down there. That's awesome.
Too.
Glad to hear it. And Joan is back and still working with Juno Sphere.
Yes.
And what else have you been up to?
Oh, I'm finally getting the motor, revved up and getting back to it. We did the month ahead with Juno Sphere for August, and that was fun. We always laugh a lot. And then I am going to be on the Crone Zone on Sunday. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
And then on Tuesday, the 9th, I'm going to be having Gertrude Shu, who is going to be on my channel.
She's coming on my channel.
Yeah. She's going to be on your channel first. And but when she's on my channel, she's going to channel Raha Shah. But she brings him in. But she doesn't really, but I'm going to read him through
Ask
her.
questions. Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be kind of interesting, but it'll be fun. She's an interesting person.
She is. She is an interesting person. Yeah. Mark, what about you?
I'm not doing anything. No, I just have my.
I don't believe
Go mow the lawn,
This past week on a lot of people's shows, which is a lot of fun. But this week, I'm just doing my regular 4:00 on Saturday and my show with Debbie on Monday. That's the only thing. And because I'm really behind on my just individual videos that I usually do. Like, I really need to do some of those this week. Just some things that Spirit's been saying. Do this, I'm just behind. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, and
And
I just
Thayer,
wanted to jump in and say that Sherry H. Voices from the Swamp had Gertrude Shue on her channel, who
oh, she
I
did,
think you
right.
beat us all, Sherry, and it was a fascinating show. So
It
thank
was
you.
a fascinating show. Yes, absolutely. And Thayer, you won't be here next Thursday, but tell everybody what you've been up to.
I was on the Purple Elephants channel, had a great time.
Oh,
And
good.
this Sunday, I'll be on Kelly's channel with Tarot Stash.
Oh, dear. That will be a hoot. Yeah.
At 1 p.m. It's going to be,
Uh-huh.
we'll do like a little group reading. And I just want to say is that I now know 3 people who have come down with COVID and are
Uh-oh.
really sick.
Yep.
So
Be careful out there.
I was going to go out and listen to some music last night, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to stay in.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And when I go out, and I always wear my mask no matter what, and I get a lot of looks from people in the stores, and I think, well, you know what? I'd just rather be safe than sorry, because there are a lot of people out there that are getting it, and people that have had it. Well, look at President Biden, got it and then got it again, so who needs it, Absolutely.
My sister works at the grocery store, and every day more people come down with it. So you're not dumb for wearing your mask at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I wear mine too, and I don't care who looks at me funny.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of say, well, get a
know,
life.
It's about just me feeling comfortable. And every day my sister comes back, well, 2 more people have it now. And
yeah, I know. The poor thing, she's right in the front lines.
I know.
Did she wear one? Yeah. Did she wear one?
Forgotten it, though.
No? Okay. Well, fingers crossed. Absolutely. So for me, I have, I'm on with the Crones. They're coming on my channel in the morning at 9:00 Pacific. And I have Kathy Jennings, who is also known as the Cosmic Giggler. She just opened up a channel, and I'm going to be interviewing her. She matches movies with the tarot. Very interesting combination. And I have Lady Saul, who comes on every once in a while, and she's coming on Saturday night. And of course, Jean on Sunday. So yeah, everybody's keeping busy. Oh, monkeypox has now been declared a public health. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. There's another thing just to think about. I don't know what we can do about that, but better safe than sorry.
That's a different kind of transmission, though. It's not.
That's true.
It's not.
It's more hand to hand, or right? Yeah.
COVID is very, very contagious.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah, I know. And I heard that they're supposed to be doing a 3rd booster, adding the Omicron variant thing into that for us all in September. So we'll be ready for another one by then, I'm sure. So. All right, so I have some questions coming up, and I see one from 3:00. Kiba, who else is here? Everybody that's here, thank you so much. Marsha and Geek. 3:00. I got one of them. I don't need 2. All right, that's okay. But you just wanted to be sure that I saw it, so thank you for making it in bigger print. All right, who else? I think I'm okay. So what we're doing today is we're pairing off. I'll be getting the questions ready for our tag teams here. And we have Thayer and Terry. Is that right? Thayer and Terry? And Jill?
No, I don't mind.
I got Thayer and Joan.
It's Thayer and Joan and Terry and Mark, I think is.
Thank you.
We're going to do.
There you go.
Chris
All right.
Applesauce.
Okay.
Said, hi, Kathleen.
Yes, hi, Kathleen. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Not ignoring you at all. Appreciate you all being here, and my moderators. If you haven't had a chance to watch Kate and my interview with Craig Dixon, you need to watch it. It was great, and he's coming back in a couple of weeks to finish it up. So there you go. All right. So
Hillbilly that I've been thinking about him and sending, just love and positive energy your way. I know you're dealing with the flooding there.
He is, and he's always so
tonight. So
I know he's really with a good group he's always volunteering and always helping out. So yes, Geek, you are on all of our minds, in Eastern Kentucky, and I hope things get better over there for you. All right, so the first one is Kiba. Go ahead and I guess who wants to start? Thayer, you want to start?
Sure.
All right.
So I pulled this card, which is I think 6 of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 8 of cups. I'm sorry to be so card. But Kiba, you know, I always love your color. Whenever I see your name, you have a great color, great feeling to your name. But sometimes we have to let go of something that we might not want to, or it's time to let go of an idea or something that's going on in your head. I'm moving into something new, that there's something new coming up for you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm seeing a house or an object or something to put in your house. Something that is going to come into your possession. I feel like it's a physical object you're going to get.
That dovetails, so to speak, with what I pulled. I got my bird cards out and pulled the nuthatch. And of course, the nuthatch is this little bird that is equally adept going up or going down. It can be upside down or right side up as it's clinging onto a tree. So it gives it a lot of different perspectives. So they say, stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and new perspective coming to you. So something new coming into your life, like Thayer said, and it will help you get a new perspective on things. And I have to say, this card came up for me, Terry will attest to it, a lot over the past 6 months or so. And it was not just the card, but I would temporarily lose things, and then I'd find them again by taking a new perspective, coming in a different door or something like that. And overall, I won't go into all of it, but it was very helpful for me with current events about, oh yeah, you just have to look at things a little differently, and then it all makes sense. So I hope that is helpful for you, Kiba.
Yeah, that's great. Good luck, Kiba. Thanks for your question. All right, we have 3 o'clock here. I'm assuming it's 3 a.m., not p.m. I don't know. Can you find lost items? My friend Nero and I have been looking for his hat recently or lately. He lost it in the house. Can you see where it is? It has an emotional value.
Okay. So,
do you know what color the hat is?
Yeah, I was going to say what type of hat perhaps and what color it might be. Let's see.
Well, the pendulum says it's still in the house.
Okay.
So that.
So I see it up in a closet. Like there's a closet that's very tall, like you know, it's a small closet, but it has shelves that go up high. And that's kind of what they're showing me. That it's up in a closet. I don't know if it's in a box but that might help narrow down where you look, right?
So I'm getting, if it's black with a Nirvana smiley on it, then maybe it's one of those pull-on hats. Do you know what I'm saying? And that would be harder to find than a cowboy hat would be. You know what I'm, that's what I was kind of wondering about. And I'm wondering if it was black and it was under like something else that was black, that they might think that it was the same thing. But when you take off one of the black things, it's there. I don't know. There, yeah.
I'm seeing it. It's behind a cushion or a couch. It's in a shadow. Like the first image I got was behind a couch, which is in sort of a heater, and then maybe behind a pillow. But it's in a shadow somewhere. So I would get a flashlight and look for it in corners and stuff, because especially if it's black, it won't pop out.
Yeah.
I know so this was not our question, but I saw it too. I saw it first. I saw it behind the couch, then I saw it under the couch.
Yeah.
In the living room.
Yeah, and flashlight will help you.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I heard too, was behind the couch.
I don't know, it's so obvious. I don't want to say it out loud.
That's very funny.
I know.
Almost like it's kind of stuck, so you might not see it from the floor, but it's smushed or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe a little static electricity keeping it stuck there.
It started to fall, but it's like, I don't know.
That's happened to me before when I've been looking for something and it's the same color as something else. And when I see that, I think, oh, that's not it. That's not it. And then later when I really go back again, sometimes I've looked at it 4 or 5 different times. So good luck. I hope that helps you and gives some help to your friend as well. Thank you for the question. A public health emergency, Wildflower. It's not a pandemic. Would you call it an endemic? In other words, it's starting to escalate and we need to, this is the monkeypox. She's wanting to know what it means if it's,
It means to be aware, to put it on your radar. That it is in the population. You need to read what's going on, pay attention how it's transmissioned. They're just trying to tell everybody that it's out there, it's spreading, and to pay attention. They're saying pay attention, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks there. Hey, I tell you what, Tuesday was a great day for women, in Kansas at least. I just have to say that. And I say that all the women gathered up their moxie and went to the polls, and they would not ban the abortion rights of women in Kansas. And I just have to mention that because I think that's so fabulous.
I did see men voting for it too. So.
Thank you, Mark. Yes, because they don't want to pay child support. That's what the deal is. I'm glad you did.
They were talking about how hard they made the way they wrote it, that it was difficult to understand which way to vote. The way they had it worded. And I saw a couple of men saying, we wanted to vote for women's rights, and we had to really research and make sure.
Yeah, I did too, because all day they kept saying they voted no, and I thought, what are they doing? But I didn't realize they voted no, not to change what they had. Yeah. But you're right. They do that on purpose sometimes, I think.
I know, it's so aggravating.
It is aggravating. All right, so I'm just going to leave this out there. It's another disappeared thing. So if some of you who aren't reading in this particular dyad here get something, her cat, the Huso, I guess, Little Miss, disappeared last October. What happened? Is he still alive?
Mark. Yeah.
Let me just see here. Huso.
Yeah, he's the spirit whisperer. Yeah.
How old was he? Do you know approximately?
Let's see. If you know, Little Miss, how old Huso was, let us know. Was it a kitty or was it an older cat? Yeah.
Or older.
And maybe the coloring? I don't, if that helps.
I'm getting the feeling that he's in spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too, Thayer.
Okay. He wasn't old. She said, I don't know the exact date, but he wasn't old. Thayer would know exactly what your friend was going through because she had lost her dog last year and it was devastating for her.
Yeah.
And especially not knowing something. That's the hardest part. I wish your friend a lot of well, and I hope another kitty cat or Huso comes back in just another form. How about that?
And I'll just say that one of my spiritual teachers taught me to process loss, to do a certain type of breathing and letting go with love, no matter where or what's happened, to let go with love. And I send my dog love in spirit or in earth, either way. And that helped me process it.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah. Thank you. No, Cindy P., you can put a question up there, but we're almost ready to close the questions. So if you are, do it ASAP, because I've already got quite a number of questions still for us to do. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see.
I don't think that little cat was out there a long time on its own. It feels like he kind of left pretty quickly after he got lost, and I don't think he was around for a long period, like struggling. But it also feels like he sort of, became probably, this sounds terrible, but like probably he was eaten or captured by some bigger animal.
Some kind of animal. That happened to my friend's animals. They went out in the woods and never came back. And I'm so sorry. That's an awful fate. Yeah. All right. The next question we have for our wonderful mediums, looking for a message from my paternal grandmother I never met, Alice Henry, from New Brunswick, Canada. Does she know I exist? Oh, you bet she does. Does she have a message? All right.
So which team is reading this one?
I think it's you and Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it's confusing.
Yeah.
She says, one thing she wants to say through me is, whether you knew me or not, there's some of me in you, and there's you inherited some of my qualities, or even maybe physical features. But she's kind of pointing that out, that she can see herself in you.
She's kind of reinforcing that very same message with me, saying that you come from sturdy stock, that she was, a tough pioneer in New Brunswick, and she says that you have those same qualities that can overcome hardship.
Wow. She'd like to know if you have any thoughts there.
Oh, the message I got is she likes her husband or boyfriend. She likes the person that you're living with or that you're hanging out with. That she's glad that you're having a good life. That's basically what I got a lot was she thinks you're doing very well, and she likes, I don't know whether it's husband or boyfriend, but she likes the man you're with, the person that you're with. And don't worry so much. I'm always checking in on what's going on. I think she's in life anyway. She goes, I'm checking in on what you're doing. You can ask me for help if you need it.
Okay.
So,
Joan, anything? Did you already go, Joan? I'm sorry.
No. I didn't think this was our question.
Yeah, it is. She just wanted Thayer's perspective.
You're not waiting for me, are you?
I was. No.
Let's go on to the next one.
All right. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. Tammy Jackson, my husband's brother, Ron, passed away a few weeks ago. Can we try to get a message from him, please?
Okay, Joan, that's us.
That's us. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Well, Tammy, I tapped into you and then to Ron through you. And what I saw right away was this giant pair of legs, kind of from the shins down, just massive. Not massive, huge, but like tall, as if this was a giant or Paul Bunyan or something like that. And then I saw a pair of work boots. They could have been either hiking boots or work boots. And then the laces were off, and he was taking them off and crossing his legs. And so I don't know if he wore those for work, but the imagery is that it's such a relief. And then the feeling I got was that it's such a relief that the work is done. I can take off the boots. The whole idea I got was that life on Earth can be really hard. It's a lot of work. You need a lot of support. and that right now, he's just kind of relaxing and very, very happy to get out of those dang boots. Let's see if there's more of a specific. Oh, and then I also was seeing, I don't know if he was an artist or if he was meticulous about some things, because I saw an artist brush. And you know how artists, they take those little camel hairs down until it's just a couple little fine points or a couple little hairs of the brush. And so he was bringing that to my attention. Whether he liked to paint or was artistic in some way, or just about some things kind of meticulous. So Ron, is there anything else about this that you wanted to convey? Now he's just kind of using the brush, and it's like the regular brush with all the hairs in it, and drawing kind of a circle, a figure with he's talking about family, about how he's kind of doing stick figures of family and drawing a circle around it. That family, okay, he's saying now he's realizing the circle of relationships are important on Earth, but he's seeing too now how the family is interrelated and interconnected going back lifetimes. And he's recognizing that now and saying that some of the interactions that were perplexing or maybe difficult for him on Earth, he understands more, because it makes sense when you think about it in terms of soul family and different lives together. So I hope that resonates with you, at least in part. So Thayer, where did you get?
I feel like I'm getting cars. I'm getting that he liked cars, and I'm getting the image when Joan was talking about the brush that he liked to detail cars, or the patterns that you would see on a motorcycle, a gas tank, or the side of a car, and that he really. I'm also getting that he had a lot of people around him. I feel like he had a lot of family around him, and he enjoyed the family very well. I'm seeing a mustache and, kind of curly, soft hair on him. And the work boots, in a way, were right, because I feel like he did work with his hands, and he worked outside. And I also get the sense of relief that Joan has, is that he's he can let go now. Not that his life was that stressful, but I feel like there were some struggles for him, and he kind of feels like, how when you're hot and you get into a nice cool swimming pool and you just go, you can release a lot of feeling and tension. I'm seeing a dog. I don't know if I have the right person. He was homeless. Okay, that's probably, because I saw Patterson, New Jersey, when they said his name. So I'm seeing some sort of dog or companion he had. So,
okay. Well, I certainly, I think you have told us this, that he passed a few weeks ago, and we still are sending you our condolences and love, Tammy, to you and your husband. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
He's happy now. He's relaxed.
Yeah. He doesn't have to worry so much
Yeah.
about it.
I'm just,
All the
there's two comments here that were on from earlier that Geek Hillbilly says he's a computer tech, so he can help with the technical hitches and glitches. Glitch is a Yiddish word meaning to slip. I had no idea. So we learned something new today.
Well,
Thanks.
love that.
There's a song coming out of this. Have to dance.
And the next one is from Kelly Bowman, and you read for her last a couple of weeks ago. Her husband was going to testify in a child's murder trial, and she said he does not have to. The judge used his notes and reports that he does not need to testify. And on Monday, he found the last person that was involved guilty of all charges, and sharing this with you because after weeks of not sleeping, he finally sleeping.
Oh,
good for him.
Oh,
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. We always wonder, some of these things, and it's really nice to know that, it's cleared itself up. So thanks, dear. Okay, Cindy P with the beautiful white dog, or is it a wolf? I'm not sure. This is my last year of teaching, 36 years. Wow. What did you start when you were 14 or 10 or will my final teaching year be full of joy and fun? What do the guides think?
Is this me and you, Terry?
Yep, it's you and, you and I.
Maybe not all joy and fun. I feel like it's going to be, you're going to get a little misty about it because it's the end of something that's been, a big part of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you actually enjoy teaching and teaching young people. And so I think, there's going to be some stuff coming up about that. Like, and this is the end of this. But I think your guides are excited that you're going to be available to do other things besides, I think perhaps you'll still be teaching in some way, but not like that formal kind of thing. So I think they're excited about you moving into retirement and what that holds for you, because it after you get over like a month or so, a whole new energy comes about. So you can start exploring new things and stuff like that. So I think they're excited about it.
And I get that, yes, you're going to have a good year. I kind of feel like I see a little glitch in maybe March-ish, that there's something will annoy you a little. But what I also see is it feels like the guides are saying that you're going to have a surprise near the end, that not only will you be happy that you're retiring and moving on, but that I feel like that you're going to be surprised at how many people come out of the woodwork saying, you were my favorite teacher. You were there for me. And this is what happened because you were there for me. And that it's going to be really heartwarming, really amazing. But I also see, just like kind of what Mark said, the teaching is not done with you. You are going to be done with formal teaching, but maybe not informal teaching.
Right. Teacher always is a teacher. Yep. It's very true. A lot of my colleagues have retired, and in the college system, you can take a term off and then come back as a part-time person, maybe teach a class or something. And all of them they all come back. every one of them has come back because they can't stand it. They just want to be in the classroom. And that's so interesting to me. But not everybody is the same, of course. I do have one colleague that just retired at 85. And I don't think he'll come back because he's really gone a lot further than he needed to. But he was still teaching up until this year. And he was amazing. Just amazing. The kids loved him. So, yeah. Yep.
Well, teaching's great, but I'm all for retirement. It's the best job you'll ever have.
I love retirement. I love it.
It's fun to play.
It's
fun
nice.
to play.
And no have-tos. You don't have to.
Right.
And teachers can fit more productive things into a 40-minute period or whatever it is. So no matter what you do, you'll make the most of your time, no matter what you're involved in.
That's true. Thank you, everybody. All right, the next one is from Gina M. She wonders if she can have a message from her mother, Marie. And I'm sorry I missed that last time, Gina. Margaret W., I need your son's first name, if you please would give it to me for you, because you're the next on The Price is Right.
I thought this was going to be our question, so I pulled cards on it.
Do it. It's all right.
I shouldn't have done that ahead of time. I looked to see and I thought it was next anyway.
Okay.
Gina, hi, sweetie. I love you. One thing. A little bit like I feel your mom around you. I feel like maybe you didn't always see eye to eye all the time when she was here. And that, now you might disagree, but almost like sometimes you just didn't see things the same way. So I feel like sometimes you were at odds. And she says, yep. But I have to get my glasses, sorry. But someday you will understand. So I feel like she's trying to apologize a little bit and explain why sometimes she seems so contrary, or maybe a little judgmental, maybe, or trying to say this is the way you should do things, or I wish you were more like me doing this. But I also feel like, I don't know if you're looking for this right now, Gina. I don't think you've ever said anything to me about it, but she's kind of concerned or thinking about a love relationship for you. Now, maybe this is she was always pushing in life, but she's concerned about that. She says, I want you to have a relationship partner. Okay, I see that. And that she thinks it's something you can have, and she's pushing for it from the other side. And she says, assistance is coming. So I think she's focused on that idea of a partner or somebody to share more time with you. Okay.
I see her holding a big bouquet of flowers and giving it to you. And I'm maybe translating that into it's a birthday or a thank you to you. I feel like she wasn't that tall. She definitely liked to talk, and she liked to, that she liked to tell everybody what she was thinking about, what she thought about things. But the bouquet of flowers is a gift to you or a big thank you, like you would send somebody a big flowers for appreciation, that she really appreciates you and appreciates what she did for you. And she goes, what am I going to do? It's the way it was.
Wow.
Do you mind if I pop in too?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Right away, I saw a woman holding a coffee cup, and I looked at the cup, and it was the pattern. It was the pattern that my mom had. It was her like wedding informal wear, and I thought, well, why do you have my mom's coffee cup? And then it made me think that everything in that set broke, and that was the thing that was used as the scoop in the sugar canister. So and then what came through was she is reviewing things and she's looking back and said sometimes it was hard for her to move with the times, to move on from being, okay, now this is what we use at the table, like the coffee cup when it had the whole set. And it was hard for her to move on to say, okay, and now that's not my role anymore. I'm the scoop in the sugar canister. It like she was sort of apologizing for maybe giving you a hard time or being unable to keep up with the times, and being upset that people, maybe you, maybe others, weren't living up to the standards of the past. And she said, now I get it. It wasn't you. It wasn't everything else. It was that I had a hard time letting go of the way things were and felt a little threatened by that maybe. So what mainly came through was, other than my mother's wedding china coffee cup, was that it was, there's an understanding there now, and an apology for acting, if you perceive that. She was kind of saying, yeah, I could have loosened up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So she's wanting you to feel better, apparently, is
yes.
what I got out of that.
Yes.
Because if you feel like you didn't have that reconciliation, she wants you to feel like, she recognizes her part in this. So
definitely owns her part in it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Margaret's son's name is Marcus, or his.
So Mark, that's you and Terry, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Margaret, I'm wondering, is it? It's a message for your son, so he's alive. I want to make sure that. Yeah.
Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gina, but are you looking for a new man? Are you ready, Terry?
Well, I have something, but I'm still interpreting it. So if you have something, go ahead.
Well, one thing yes, he's alive. One thing they're showing me is opportunity coming towards him, like a new. It looks like here he stands on a road, and here comes things his way, and it seems like opportunities on the way. So I don't know if he's struggling with the job or something, but I feel like there's a positive change coming in that avenue. Or maybe he's in between jobs, but it looks like, there's good on the way. There's a positive solution coming. Because then I get the Four of Pentacles, and it's like feeling a little bit worried about money, or maybe feeling strapped, or I'm kind of struggling or worried. Because then I also got the Five of Cups, and that's also like, oops, suffering a little bit of loss. I'm a little bit worried about these spilled cups, and I'm kind of hanging on to what I have because it might run out. So I don't know if this resonates or not, but we do want to focus on those full cups behind her, because I feel like that's what's coming. It feels like rescue or positive energy is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what they were showing me was tiger stripes, like I was looking at the side of a tiger, kind of, and I don't believe they were actually showing me a tiger, but I think that this has to do with your job situation, because as I asked them more about, why are you showing me tiger stripes? What am I supposed to get from this? And I heard the word exotic. So if he's looking for a job, he may want to consider a job that might be a little exotic, something that is out of the ordinary. So, a lot of times when we're looking for work, we just always automatically look for the thing we've done before or the thing we feel safe at. And I believe they're saying, step out of that comfort zone, consider something exotic, consider something a little unsafe. I mean, if a tiger were right there, you'd be a little unsafe. But consider stepping out of the comfort zone. I think you can get great reward out of that.
Speaking of tiger, there Willie had his tail right in the. Sorry, that was perfect.
I have to jump in. I wouldn't have until we saw Margaret's response here. The roommates were short on rent. What I got was throat chakra. Speak up. Got to speak up.
That's it. And, I was thinking that, become a tiger. In other words, get out there and say, listen, you gotta do this. Yeah.
Well, and when Terry was talking about the tiger, and then when I saw her thing, I was just hearing, you fought like a tiger to survive cancer and use that same energy with creating a job.
There you go.
And I got structure, boundaries, and create a structure for yourself and some boundaries, and stay in the routine, move forward, and you'll make it. You'll find it.
Good. We wish him well. It's always hard to be the one that's the responsible one.
Oh, really?
Because you feel also like you're nagging if people don't pay up or
get a new roommate.
Get a new roommate. Yeah. Yep. I'm glad that he had that wonderful that he survived his cancer, and I certainly wish him well. Yes, absolutely. All right, so Craig's looking for his title to his 1966 Ford Mustang.
Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not in the Model T, is it?
Might be.
Who knows?
Boy, but that's a cute little car.
I know. That's a great year for that.
I'm seeing a trunk or a shoebox. Like you open a trunk or a shoebox, and it's in there. It's stuffed in with a, but you put it somewhere because it was important, and it's in a.
So you would be able to find it. You wouldn't lose it. That happens to me all the time. Yeah.
So yeah, because I have a trunk full of letters, and I saw that right away. Yeah.
I was looking earlier at it and thinking that it's in the living room, dining room. It's not in the car. It's not in the garage. And then I said, well, is it in a file? No. Is it in a desk drawer? Is it in a drawer? No. So I can't really pin it down. And so I would go with what Thayer is saying, but I get the idea it's in the living room or dining room and not like in the file that you would put it in or a drawer or something.
And I'm guessing you don't have a safe deposit box, because if you do, sometimes people put those in there and they, yeah.
Also, I don't know what the inside of the glove compartment looks like, but if there was any kind of place in the, at first I said it wasn't in the car, but then I got this image of it slipping down, like if there's a space for it to go behind the glove compartment.
Behind something. Yeah. Yep.
Well,
you got a few places to look now, Craig. That should keep you busy. Good luck, Craig. I hope you find it.
Yeah, report back and tell us where it was.
Report back and tell us, yeah. So this is actually Epiphany Noel, who just opened her own channel, and it is You Are the Oracle. And she wonders what her spirit guides can tell her about poison oak and mice.
Is that us?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm seeing mice and cars.
Well, hold it. Didn't we just read on the other one?
Yeah. No,
okay.
I think it's you guys.
Yeah, but I didn't like this question, so I just said it was your Oz.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm getting they're both irritating. Both of those things are irritating, and there's a warning sign around them to stay away. So I don't know what context the question is, but if you're getting any kind of hint about anything that you should stay away from it, stay away from it. Because they're boundary setting. They're sort of like the skunk putting up its tail, like watch out. Um, and I'm seeing things that are old and neglected. Both of these energies thrive when there's neglect or when something is left alone and left to be peacefully standing. So those are the two. That's the information I'm getting about them. However, you can click them into the context of your question. I feel like your channel's going to do very well.
Yes. There you go.
So I answered for you, Mark.
Good. It was just too general for me. I don't have any context.
That's okay. I'm wondering, I have mice that come in the winter. They come into my house, and they're really a pain in the neck, and I hate killing them because I'm a Buddhist and I don't want to kill things. But they will destroy everything. They destroy my closets, the inside, every food piece and everything. And they're hidden. And I just think of poison oak as being hidden as well. You think it, unless you know what the manifestation of it looks like, you may not know that that's poison oak. And both of them are pesky. The mice are pesky, and so is they irritate you. They irritate your skin, or they irritate you because they're in your house. So
I wasn't getting anything on the poison oak, but on the mice, two things came to me. One is like mint essential oil. Put that on, put everything in boxes or canisters or something that the mice can't get into, and especially the chocolate chips. They'll go after those. They'll go if you had a drawer that had chocolate chips in them 5 years ago. They'll still go there because the scent is so strong. But like put on mint essential oil on cotton balls and put it all over the place. It has to be renewed all the time, but that's one way to keep them away. And also if you just Google online, there's this thing where I think you make something and have a bucket with a rod or something over it, like a dowel over it, and you put peanut butter on it, and they'll somehow get on the dowel and
they
roll
fall
them into the bucket. And so that's another way to get rid of them without having to kill them. Wow. But I'm sorry, I don't have anything on poison oak.
Wow. And that's really disturbing here, Andrea, because mice urine is one of the things gets into my drawers, when the mice are in the drawer, and it stinks so bad. Ugh. All right, there you go. Thanks for the answer, everybody.
Antivirus and all that too, I think.
Did you read on it, Terry?
I didn't. I was. Yeah, I just. I'm glad we're not doing it. I just didn't do it.
Okay, so you guys can do this one for Kathleen. She would love a message from her granny Opal. She was my introduction to animals and Amazing with Animals and Tea Leaves. Welcome, Kathleen. We love you.
Granny Opal.
I'm seeing potato salad.
I love potato salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Terry.
Oh, I was going to say, whenever I'm reading Kathleen, I always see her with her goats. I've seen her and Granny Opal with the goats. And for some reason, she's wearing an apron that kind of be flipped up so she could put like things in it, like apples, if she picked apples or something. And I just see her there putting her arm around you, just being so proud of you. She's so proud of you. She loves that you embraced the love of animals, that that it brings out the protectiveness of you. And she sees you sharing that with your grandchildren, your granddaughter in particular. And she also seems to indicate that she is around a lot and that you can call upon her for help. Any other? Anything else you want to know?
Like it says, she wore an apron with big pockets all the time.
Oh, well, she had that apron there to hold things and to put lots of stuff in it.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I asked her, "Is there anything more?" I smelled mint really hard. And I'm just wondering if it's the Joan's mint in the drawers, but I'm smelling it very strongly.
Well, she did gather herbs, and of course that would be mint as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, for one thing, she's saying she's with you quite a bit, and she's been around you, kind of ever since she left. I feel like she has a special resonance with you, or she feels like you're kind of like a favorite. She had a particular love for, and it's because you guys share stuff in common, your love for animals and even your love for the metaphysical or the woo stuff. She thinks she was with you during your brain
operation.
She was right there, she says, with that, determined, helping, seeing that you pulled through that and recovered as well as you have. She thinks that this is a great time for you. She thinks this is a time to make your dreams come true. She kind of still lives vicariously through you. She loves that you do the cards, and she communicates with you during that sometimes, like when you're reading. She comes around and shares with that, or even if you don't necessarily recognize it's her, she likes to be around when you're doing that and sort of tickling around in it a little bit. That reminds me of Granny Manny, but kind of influencing it a little bit, or directing your thoughts or something in a certain direction. So I think she works with you when you're doing that.
She said she thought she might be one of the light beings that appeared with her NDE, because she did have that NDE. I bet she was. I bet she was right there.
Right there during all that.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thanks, Kathleen.
That you weren't going to die.
That's right. You had too much to do.
I felt like you were really determined about it. Like she went to bat. For you, like, no, God, this ain't gonna go.
Not ready to go. That's right.
It's funny though, but that's the way she's showing me. Like,
sure.
I was right there.
Oh, that's cute, Mark. Oh, so a couple more here. Dave Maud says it's probably too late to get a reading, and it is, but you guys have a message, so we'll let him come through.
I right away I saw a waiter, kind of like at a French bistro or something, where he's kind of dressed in black and has the long white apron on and holding a silver tray like this, on his hand like this. But then he's going out to serve on the terrace, and all of a sudden there's a lot of people there, so he has to lift it up and up and up and up. And then all of a sudden, it's like the crowd is in a rave, and everyone's reaching, and the music is thumping, and all the hands are reaching up, and the tray keeps going up above whoever the waiter was, and so the message is, that you're the tray. And at first, things were kind of normal, and you're just kind of holding things here, but then your spirit, your vibration has been lifting. And I don't know who all the people at the rave are. Spirit, what is this about? It's people recognize it and they are attracted to that higher vibration that you are exuding. And it's exciting. And so you might start to see people kind of seeking you out, or friends that used to be kind of, it might be the kind of thing that friends who you've had for a long time might not resonate with you as much, but other people all of a sudden are wanting to spend time with you a little bit more. And I don't know if, please let me know if that's true, but it's like your involvement in esoteric and spiritual things started out here, and it's really your
Ramping up.
vibration's really lifting, and it's cool, and people around you are recognizing it, and it seems fun and a positive thing. So cool.
It is cool.
You know, my dad told me that there are givers and there are takers in life, and I see that you're a giver, and I feel that you have a big heart and you give a lot of love and you comfort people. But remember to comfort yourself, and remember that you are very special. That sometimes we can give and not give to ourselves. So I think being that silver tray, and what Joan said is very much like that. But remember how important you are to other people, and that importance is because you're a giver.
Yeah, the high vibration is.
Yeah.
People sense it and they want a piece of it. And it's like, well, yeah, but you can do this. This is a project everybody can do for
you. Don't want to have a vampire, those psychic vampires after you. But you have a good vibration.
Sometimes givers need to give to themselves.
They do. Or even accept something from somebody else, a compliment or, whatever it is. And
I bet you're really fun to have a beer with, though. I'm in Santa Fe. Anytime you're around, I'm buying. So, just kidding.
Hi, Dr. Gail. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you.
Yeah, all right.
After we talked about retirement, poor Seascape says, "Oh my God, will you see me working till 70 years?" And
that depresses me.
Yes, my husband has to, and I probably will too, but I'm still collecting unemployment. I'm not unemployed. What am I talking about?
Social Security.
Social Security. Because, you got to get it while you can get it. Yeah.
Buy the cheap dog food. Save your money. That's what I'm hearing.
I hear no, you won't be working till 70. That there'll be some I don't know, like maybe offered to retire a little early, or giving you some kind of a incentive or something. But I don't feel like you're going to be there till 70.
Yeah. So here's the thing, though. Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think you're going to get close to 70, though. I see they immediately kind of put you on my stage, and I saw you being supported. They have the guides around you, have their arms like under your armpits holding you up, kind of. But they also have your whole body in this really iridescent light green. Like there's a purpose to all of this. That it's not just for you to bring income in so that you can live, but it's also that you're learning things. People are learning from you. This is part of your life plan that you already planned when you came here. They're going to support you. I don't think it's going to be all the way to 70, but it's going to be longer than you like anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But I know. You are supported, and they will help you.
So my mother waited to 65, and she died a couple of months into her 68th year. And she didn't get very much because she didn't get much anyway from Social Security. And I just said I was never going to do that. I wasn't going to retire at 62 because that's a big loss of money. But I waited for the 66 and 3 months or whatever it is, and that was last November. And I don't regret it. I may have to pay taxes on it, which doesn't really excite me, but at least I can get it. And because after she got screwed out of it, and she died the 30th of April, and they took the whole month back out of her. They, if she had died on May 1st, they wouldn't have done that. But they did that. It's amazing.
I just want to build on what Terry said, is that I lived in this little tiny town, Johnsonburg, New Jersey, for many, many years. And the bank teller and the post office lady, who you get to know quite a lot, both of them retired and then they dropped dead. Boom. Or one of them dropped dead and the other one fell into a severe depression. And I'm, Seascape, I'm not seeing that for you. I'm not seeing it for you at all. No. But sometimes that job or that structure, like that light that Terry said, has a reason and has a purpose for it. To sort of,
or find something that just fills up a bit of your time and is enjoyable. Yeah.
So whatever it is, I feel like it's a positive thing. I really agree with Terry that way.
Yeah.
And even though we're supposed to be doing this in teams, I saw Seascape. I saw you as a ship on the ocean, and then I saw the landscape, and I heard the landscape is changing. So maybe, who knows what's happening in the midterms, but there may be a change to Social Security that might make it more.
There is supposed to be an increase. There is anyway, but I understand. You want to retire with mobility and health. Absolutely. Right. People that wait till they're 65 or older and then they're going to travel and they can't. That's the worst thing. I tried to travel my whole life if I could, but yeah, we understand. You're talking to the choir here, right? Everybody. Right. And that's what we feel like too. Yeah. Dave wanted to make sure that you knew that was so accurate. He had to go lie down and be with himself and ask spiritual help to soothe him. So good for you.
Do that more, Dave. Do it more.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So anything anybody wants to mention, or anything left for the day? That's any wise words of counsel?
I want to say thank you. I know a lot of people here were praying for me and my family over the last couple of months after my husband died, and I have not had the opportunity to say thank you because I felt it and it really helped, and I'm doing fine and everything's going as well as can be expected, but I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, we love you, Joan.
And I love this community. I love you right back.
Yeah. We love you. Everybody is wondering where you were, and we didn't want to invade your privacy, but I'm glad, and sending somebody a loving thought.
Yeah. It was great. And
That's fabulous. That's fabulous.
Thank you.
You have to tell us when he comes and visits you.
Well, he's sending me birds.
He's sending you birds?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's good.
Cool. Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Lovely. Thank you, Allie. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. I love you all, and thank you. I've always appreciate what you do here on this channel on Thursdays. I also appreciate all the wonderful people that always come. I wasn't trying to ignore anybody, but we wanted to get as many questions answered as we could. And so thank you all, and to all my moderators as well for all your help and love. Thank you, Terry, Joan, Thayer, Mark, and all of you in the chat. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.